In the previous introductory video, I talked about sentiment as one of the three categories of data we use to measure reputation resilience. The other two categories are behavior or reality data and relevance data. In this video, I'll give you an overview of our lecture on behavioral data. Just as I mentioned in the previous video about polls and surveys and their limited utility, behavioral data add this component of richness to a data set that allows a greater depth of comparison, better competitive benchmarking, and a richer understanding of what attributes are actually driving your reputation. Now, when we refer to behavioral data, what I'm actually talking about are the things that a company does internally and reports to the outside. These reports occur in the form of SEC filings, 10K reports, EEO1 disclosures, ESG and sustainability reports, any information that a company discloses about its actions that are a realistic reflection of its values and behaviors. The reason we put so much emphasis on this type of data is because the public, quite frankly, is getting fed up with empty promises, visions for 2050 net zero, and so on. What matters now more than what you say you do is what you actually do. And behavioral or reality data reflect those actions. We gather behavioral data across the same set of reputation pillars that I described in the sentiment video, and each of those pillars has an underlying set of variables for which there are additional more granular data. This provides a competitive framework against which companies can benchmark themselves relative to their competition. You can also compare your company's performance to what the most reputable companies in your industry or even in the world are doing. And ultimately, these behavioral data are leveraged together with sentiment data to identify communications opportunities that show up as gaps between perception and reality. This inclusion of data on behavior is one of the things that really sets our analysis apart, and it's an important consideration for any reputation team. We'll cover a lot more about behavioral data in this lecture, so I hope you'll join us.